Welcome back to the Maker's Gonna Learn YouTube channel. My name is Tanner Bell, the founder and the host here at Maker's Gonna Learn. So I'm super excited that you all are here with me today. We have quite a few announcements. I have a few announcements and we have a lot of crafty goodness to dive into today. As you guys know, I have for the past few weeks been here on Fridays diving in to Design Space basics. Today we are covering fonts today. I absolutely love diving in to fonts. I think it's one of the most powerful and best uses of your time in Design Space. So we're going to dive into that today. I'm going to teach you all sorts of amazing things that you may not already know about using fonts with Cricut. Especially if you are a Maker's Gonna Learn member. I am so excited to be here with you. So as you all are tuning in, share with me where you're visiting from. Let me know what you've got going on in your neck of the woods. Guys, I have a appointment, a training program I'm in for a team member and myself is actually scheduled for Wednesdays at 1 o'clock. Do they not know Wednesdays at 1:30 is our time together? Like, let's just say I don't have the authority to change it. So I'm trying to be a little bit mindful so I can be there live. Because again, just like I teach you guys, like I believe that the more that you show up live for yourself, the better results you're going to get. Guess what? I practice what I preach there. So that's why our live stream time is a little bit different today. So hello. I want to give a shout out to a few friends that are brand new with us. Amanda Wright, welcome. Deanne, welcome. I love it. Visiting from the Maker's Gonna Learn office. Hey, Sadie, love it. Oh my goodness, y'all are awesome. Just welcome. I saw some friends. Charlotte's already asking some great questions. So if you have any Design Space related questions, I'm actually trying to write those down to address today. Lauren is actually in the comment section. So she'll be here in the comment section being able to moderate as well. So Lauren, if there's any questions that you may think when I'm training that I won't be able to get to, shoot me a text so I can get those. But we're going to talk about filling in letters after kerning, because I saw that as a question. So that's super exciting. I love, guys, this is some of my favorite trainings because we're not doing a craft, which is my favorite. Like my goal is to get you all to make crafts. But what I find is a lot of the struggle, a lot of the pain point is actually getting this software and getting Design Space. So my goal is to help you break through and have amazing transformations. And that's why, and what I think these trainings really capture. But before we dive into that, if you're brand new here, you may have never been to a Maker's Gonna Learn live training before. My name's Tanner. I am the founder here at Maker's Gonna Learn. Like I said, we have a digital die cutting membership, which teaches you everything you need to know about mastering that die cutting machine of yours. Whether you have a Cricut Maker, a Cricut Explorer, whatever Cricut you have, we have education available for you, and you can use the coupon code for $20 off today. So you can join our membership for $20 off using the coupon code MAKE at checkout, which is incredible. You're going to get a great savings today, and you're going to be able to get instant access to our Facebook group, thousands of cut files. Y'all, we're talking about fonts today. We have over 700 fonts. Is that not crazy? Monogram fonts, cursive fonts, basic fonts. We have it all for you, and you're going to absolutely love it. So if you're not already a member and you love our YouTube channel, I just want to welcome you and invite you to say yes to membership today so that you're able to have even more transformations than what you're already having without our membership. So yay, Leslie, welcome. Will you have classes regarding uploading images? Leslie, I have training for that, especially in the membership. But you could also look on the YouTube channel for that too. How can you make your own cut file in Design Space? So Charlotte, that's a loaded question, but we have a program that teaches that. Hello, so happy to be here when my alert came through. Welcome to all of our first-time guests. We absolutely love being able to pour into you guys. So that is incredible. I'm going to see if I missed anyone else. My computer charger is actually at the office. So I don't have my computer for comments. I'm using my phone today. But yes, oh my gosh, I said yes to membership this past weekend and I'm loving it. Y'all, if you have not said yes to membership, just let that be your invite. Read these comments. It is so good. So I think everyone, we have a good group here. People are saying, I heart the fancy cursive fonts. They're so pretty. Y'all, there are so many places to get your fonts. There's so many places to get your cut files. But when you have one aggregated place, that is going to teach you the crafts to make with it, the font pairing. I mean, we're full service. We give you everything you need. We have a team of over 20 individuals waking up to serve you. And that actually brings me to, did y'all know we have a special announcement for today's live stream? I've hinted that there's two. One, National Craft Month is less than a week away. National Craft Month is like kicking off. We have a huge event on National Craft Month. So to kick off National Craft Month on March 1st, be sure to be live with us. Live giveaways. We have so much fun planned. It's going to be a 2 or 3 hour event. So we're going big. Cannot wait. And in addition to that, we have a special announcement that I get to share with you speaking towards our team. So we had a member write in. And say, hey, Tanner, hey, team, I would love to be able to test your fonts before downloading them. And we were like, that makes sense, because I personally have struggled with downloading a font that looks amazing on the side. And then when you get it in Design Space, you realize, oh snap, Tanner, it doesn't look as well with my phrasing. What can you guys do about it? That's the problem our team had that someone brought to us. And I believe, I need to get more concrete. I believe Alicia, Courtney, and Angela, if anyone else worked on the project, thank you. But those three kind of was like, I want this. And then Angela went investigating. She went to our web developers. I mean, y'all, the team showed up for you guys. And today I get to share with you how you're now able to test and rock it. So I'm going to share that today. I'm super excited. Oh my goodness. Oh, yay. Tammy has a good question before we move over and me share with you that. Where do we go to ask individual questions? 2 places. First, if it's a craft related question, the Facebook group. That's where you can get a ton of responses really quickly. And our team even shows up in there and helps as well. And then 2, you can always email us. hi@makersgonnalearn.com. We ask for as much detail, even photos, that you can provide so we can give you that great support. Is the discount that you gave same as the trial? So no, not necessarily. The trial membership leads into the monthly tier. This offer today will get you a huge savings for going annual. So you'll pay the least and get the most. So definitely check out the sign up page if you haven't already. But yay, I love it. All right, love it. So good. Let's hop on over to Design Space and dive into our special announcement, and then we'll dive into our training. So over here at the amazing Design Space, guys, let's take a moment. Let's take a moment real quick and go over to makersgonnalearn.com, because it'll actually let us organically lead into our training today. So here's our font area of makersgonnalearn.com. We love this area. And this is where you can see all of your fonts, okay? All of your fonts are right here, and it is so much fun. This is the site. So once you have a membership, you're able to download all of these fonts. You have unlimited downloads, and I know a lot of us are wondering what you get with membership, so I'll pull this up and also discuss that. But here's our fonts. You can also see you get access to all our cut files. If you go yearly, you get access to over 20 courses. And in addition to that, you get member-only projects. So there's so much available for you. I'll also open the dashboard and talk about the library today. So there's a lot available. If you have not been able to grab a membership yet, like, such a great time to get plugged in. But let's talk about a font. So let's say we have the Letterman font. Let's say, Tanner, I know I want to make a project like that. It is so good and we are super, super excited to use it. But say I want to put a name on here or a team on here and anything like that. You could type out like makers and you just want to test that. So this is the new ability to test your fonts right here on the page. You're able to test that and be able to rock it. We're having a friend ask, did you add any new fonts within the last month? So we always add fonts each month. So we add roughly 20 fonts every single month. And you can always look at that over here at the new area. We have new fonts that come out tomorrow. So you'll be able to go to our new area. And once you click new, you can see these are all the new fonts that came out last month. I want to highlight hex tile. This one's awesome. So if you're into hex tile designs, it is so good. So you can type out like Tanner and be like, okay, that looks really good. You can type out hello. I could do a doormat with this font. You know, there's lots of things. So I love being able to test that, and this is a new feature. Now, the first thing I actually want to teach is how to download a font and get it in Design Space. So I know that's a huge question you all have. So that's our first training. But before we do, I just want to recap membership. Here is our join page. So this is where you go when you need to join. You can scroll on down and you see right here. You can be a monthly, a best value, or a 6-month member. Now what I love is to mainly focus on this area right here. Look at all the additional check marks you're getting for the lower price. And believe it or not, y'all, today's coupon code will drop this price even lower. So once you are ready to say yes to the 20 plus classes, the frame building masterclass, the 30-day Cricut challenge, the commercial license, and more, you can click join now. Click the orange join now button. You're going to use that coupon code today, which is available. It is MAKE, M-A-K-E, press apply, and then boom, you're able to get that discount, get registered. You can use your favorite credit, debit card, or PayPal, and you're in. So it is so good. We are so excited to welcome y'all to membership if you haven't already joined, and that's incredible. So welcome all our new members. We love having you. It'll be amazing for less than 40 something cents a day, which is crazy. So anyway, back over here, say you want to use hex tile. You've got your membership. You're ready to get plugged into the membership. So let's download the hex tile font because I've already, oh, Megan's here. We're going to type out Megan's name. So we're like, okay, Megan looks good on here. You know, everything like that. Maybe all capital looks better. You can test that. So that's incredible. I do want to point out the bold and italic, those do not always work. Some fonts have it, some fonts don't, but the ability is there. So anyway, you just want to click the download button. So let's click download. It's going to download your font in a zip file. The next process is very easy, very, very easy. And Charlotte, this coupon code, I believe we have it on the docket for the next few days. I think it expires Sunday, just to be sure we can verify. And the code is MAKE. So the code is MAKE at checkout, M-A-K-E. Super awesome. I'll drop that right there for you. And once you download that right here, you're going to click hextile.zip because this is in your download. So once you click download, it's going to automatically unzip that for you. And what that means is this. So we open it up, we've been able to unzip it, and boom, you can see that right here. So when you see that, you can double click 1, 2, double click 1, 2, and you can see the hex tile font. Okay, are you ready? Now we must click install font. When you're ready, click install font, and boom, look at that, y'all. We were able to install that really quickly. Now you can see your entire hex tile font readily available, and it is now on your computer. Now, my friend, where it gets confusing is some of us today are saying, Tanner, I know how to put it on my computer, but how do I get that in Cricut Design Space? If that is you, will you drop me a comment? Will you let me know that you're struggling with that today? Because I want to share with you a hack that Lauren actually taught me about working with fonts in Cricut Design Space. Traditionally, I would say quit Design Space altogether and relaunch it. But we have an easier way for you today, which is incredible. So I'm super excited. Let me know how you all are feeling. I know we have talked a lot about membership, the new feature, fonts really quickly, but I want to make sure that we are still addressing everyone before we dive into Design Space with fonts altogether. Because once we get to that part, that's when we're going to talk more about line space, letter space, kerning, all of that goodness. We're also going to talk about offset fonts, like you can do that as well. So, okay, we're having some friends saying, hey, I'm struggling with this too. That's okay. Let me share with you how we're going to be able to fix that together. Please help. I've never been able to download a font. So if you've not been able to download a font, follow this procedure. Download the font from the website from Makers Gonna Learn. Next step, open the zip file. Third step, select that file and install it. And that will get you right where we're at on screen today, okay? It's now on your computer, but it's not yet in Cricut Design Space, okay? Now, if you're wondering about the hex tile font, this actually can be used with vinyl, this can be used with sublimation, this can be used with stenciling, so many great things. This next step is going to be mind-blowing for you. So let's all focus in and go over to Design Space. So we're now at Design Space, and what's going to happen is, say we want to get a new text box, say we want to go to our fonts, and I'm going to search hex. And I'm like, I just downloaded my hex font. Where is it? Tanner, where is my font? That's the question that I've asked before. So like, if you're asking today, know that I'm here with you because I've been there too, okay? So once you're there, you're going to be able to do one simple thing. And believe it or not, I can't show you on my side because it doesn't show up. This is a second monitor, but up at the top, it'll say View, and all you want to do is press Reload Design Space. So you can go to View, Reload Design Space, or just cancel and quit Cricut Design Space and relaunch it. Either way works. We'll do it the quitting way just so you know and can see it. I don't have a bar up top. It's on another monitor. Anyway, so you would just go over here and click X, and you would click Quit Design Space, and then we will relaunch Design Space together. So we quit it. Now we're relaunching Design Space. And as it's, we're relaunching it, so it's go pop up right here. Bada bing, bada boom. Give it a second. Yay! All the fonts, all the things. Also on the membership, get the year option, makes it easier to budget. The extras, including the commercial license and member-only training, pays for itself. Thank you so much, Christian. We absolutely adore our year membership. And the reason why you get a lower price and you get more is actually because you're investing in us, so we want to pour into you. You know, we want to make sure that this is such an easy yes for you to choose membership. We want to make it so easy for you. We want to save you time. We want to help you craft like never before, all at once. Can we download fonts on more than one device? I have my desktop, but take my laptop to crops. Belinda, yes. You are able to download fonts on whatever device you want. You could have them on your iPad, you could have them on your laptop and your desktop. So that's awesome. So yay, love it, love it, love it. And it is so, so good. All right, so we've been able to refresh this. We're going to click done, and we're gonna go back over here to Canvas. Now I know some friends were like, wait, how do I get my zip file? Let me share that with you real quick. So click download right here, and you'll see this is the zip file. Okay, this is the zip file. Look at my mouse down here in the corner. bottom left. When you click on it, it'll open it, and now it's not in a zip file anymore. You would just be able to install it. So you would click install. So that's how I got to where we're at today. So anyway, back over here, let's click the text box, and then let's click on font. And I like to just stay in system category. I always use Makers Gonna Learn fonts. So now you can search hex, and boom, there's my hex tile. Yay, guys, we did it. We did it together. Click on hex tile, and now you can search or type out whatever words you want. Hello, and you could do something great. So boom, here's our project, here's our font, and it is so, so good. I love that. Yay! The phrase option is only available for Cricut members, right? Shirley, let's see. The phrases, I believe, are available. Yeah, I think a lot of them are for Cricut Access, but they're just cut files, I think, like all their files and things. So they just renamed a category. They used to call phrases something else. So anyway, yay! Is there a discount code for the yearly membership? Susan, today you can use the coupon code that is available right here. I'll drop the link for you. Great question. Boom. Use the coupon code MAKE for $20 off. So that's awesome. So now you have your font. Let's go back, and I'm going to use the font Hunter. This is another Makers Gonna Learn font that you'll love, love, love using. And before we jump off the hex font, 2 things I would do with this. 1, a stencil. 2, I would do sublimation with it. I love that. Love, love, love that. And that is so, so good. Can you change the color of some of the hex in the font? So for this, you would have to do it, just all together. There would be ways to manipulate this and be able to do something different. We could probably do a training on that if you wanted. You could ungroup and then, be able to, make some grade. You know what I mean? So I just ungrouped it, and, you could see, you could start doing things like that if you wanted. But nonetheless, let's grab a different text box, and we'll jump into more about the training as a whole. So we're going to do the Hunter font, and we're just going to have hello. Now, one thing I want to let you all know about is, believe it or not, Cricut has actually updated some of their software, some of their training, and you can look at this font and say, Tanner, it's already looking really good. Is that not awesome? Like, I love, love, love to be able to do that. And it's already pretty much taken care of. So let's go ahead and click Make It. And I want to show y'all something. So we don't have to kern this anymore. I don't know if you guys can tell. Let me go back and change the color. So click Make It. After you press Make It, I did not have to move the settings. I didn't have to align this. I didn't have to kern this. I didn't have to weld this. Cricut did it. Now, what I will say is that it's not always flawless. So that's why I still teach letter space, line space, kerning, welding. I teach all that still. But Cricut now is trying more than ever to make it easier for you to make projects really easily, which I absolutely love. But it's hard to teach because all fonts are not going to do what this just did. But what I want you to know is this is a Makers Gonna Learn font that it automatically knew pretty much what spacing I wanted, that I wanted it to be welded, and everything like that. So is that not super, super awesome? Like, I absolutely love that. Like, can we just thank them real quick? Like, go Design Space, go Cricut, y'all are awesome. To take that a step further, let's go ahead and use Amber Light. This is a great example of one that we still need to manually manipulate some, which is fun because we're going to teach that today. So if you need help understanding how to change a font, let's talk about it. First step, you need to select your text box, okay? After you've selected it, you now have the font, the style, the font size, the letter space, the line space, alignment, curve, and advanced. We're going to go through all of that. So the first one here is the font. So you can click on that. You can browse all fonts. That's going to give you Cricut Access, Cricut Free, and your own system fonts all in one category. You could click on System and see only the fonts available on your computer. This is where your maker is going to learn fonts live. And then lastly, you could only look at Cricut fonts right here. So that's awesome. We love it. Yolanda, so you don't need to weld if it's already taken care of for you, but you have to check. You have to double check and make sure the software magically did it. But today, I'm going to teach you how to do it in case it didn't. So that is awesome. So yay, I love it. Love it, love it. So anyway, we have the font. We're good. Font size, I don't go by font size, y'all. I don't personally do that because what I do is I measure my blank, I bring it into Design Space, I put it on the canvas, and I let the project kind of do that work for me, okay? I let the project do my work for me. So then I can just scale it up, I can scale it down, everything like that. I personally do not use font size in how I use Design Space. That can be controversial, but it depends on your project. Next, letter space. This is the first step to aligning my project, okay? So to get this project ready, to get this ready to put on a door, to get this ready to put on a mat, you first need to do letter space. Now we're going to go in different steps. Step one with kerning is working with letter space. So it's right here. You guys can see my mouse twirling around it. Let's start just bringing that down. So when I bring that down, look, the letters go closer together. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. For this font, that is almost all you need to do. I might have went too much. So if I go back, boom, boom. Love that. So, so good. We love, love, love. That is awesome. That is incredible. So I love letter space. Letter space is so good. Now, one thing I'm interested about, since we've been testing out Cricut's new features, I'm going to change it to light gray, and then I'm going to press make it. And as you can see here, I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to zoom like a lot in so you guys can see this too. I didn't weld this, but it's not going to cut each letter separate like it has in years past. It knows automatically that we want this to be one solid image, which I think is really, really innovative. It helps you, it takes the steps out so you can have better results quicker and easier. So that's incredible. So technically for this one, you don't have to weld. In some other times you might have to, but yes. So anyway, you can click cancel. If for some reason there were still lines cutting each letter off, you would then weld it. But since it took care of that for us, we don't have to, which is awesome. I love, love, love that. So that's letter spacing, all right? That is letter spacing. The next thing I want to talk to you about is line spacing. Line spacing is the same process, but it is actually for the lines. So say we have hello there. Now this is troublesome. So let's make that a little bit smaller. Being able to do line spacing, it allows you the space between hello and there, like the two words. So if we go up, you can see they're spacing outwards. And if we go down, they come closer together. That's all line space really is. It's very simple. Now what I want to teach you is being able to do alignment. So if I wanted those to be centered in the center, I would click alignment and I would click center. All right, so let's say I wanted alignment and I wanted center. So it just centered those two up, very self-explanatory. A few of these features you've probably worked with in Microsoft Word. I know you've worked with alignment before, so that's awesome. And then before we move on to curved text, I want to talk to you about manually kerning letters. Manually kerning letters. And this one's a great example. This looks like a hot mess express. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? How many times have you put something in Design Space and you're like, oh yeah, this is a hot mess? Even if we try to do letter space and try to, fix this, I don't think it's going to be easily fixed because look, now they're two spaced apart, right? Two spaced apart. So what we need to do as designers is we need to manually kern this. If you're ever looking up the phrase or the term, it is kern. So that just means manually manipulating the letters. And Denise, if you are struggling with terminology, I want to encourage all members to go to your dashboard today, okay? Go to your dashboard, scroll down after you're on your dashboard to the member resource library. So this is at your dashboard, scroll down and you'll see the member resource library. Click see the member resource library and then scroll down to the This is the best book we got, the Cricut Reference Guide book. Download the book, get plugged in here because we have machine comparisons, we have terminology. This will help you get unstuck in those areas that you're struggling in from not comprehending what all this terminology is. Because let me tell you real quick, friend, Cricut is an animal of its own. There is a lot to learn. Print and cut, kerning, letter spacing, there's a lot here. So I first want to acknowledge and say, you're awesome for investing in a Cricut, but I think people don't understand they're learning a whole new ecosystem when they say yes to that Cricut. When they say yes to crafting with their machine, there's a lot to it. So I am super, super excited for you all, and it's going to be incredible. So I just want to invite you to membership if you haven't already joined. If you are a current member, know there's a lot of resources out there to help you. I would also encourage you the 30-day challenge. Guys, the 30 days to master your Cricut challenge breaks it down in bite-sized pieces to build you a solid foundation to rock your Cricut. So I want to encourage you to do that. You get that when you go yearly. When you're a yearly member, you get that. So that's incredible. So yay, love it, love it, love it. Back over here, we're now going to teach the manual kerning technique. Are y'all ready for the manual kerning technique? If you are, throw me up an emoji. I want to see y'all engaging. I know you all are learning and sitting back and watching, but I want to see some engagement. So drop me an emoji. Cannot wait to see that, and that'll be incredible. So I'm going to get a drink of water, and we're going to move right along. Amazing, amazing, amazing. All right, so we're here. This is awesome. What we need to do now, before we talk about curved text, let's talk about our advanced feature. So our advanced feature right here, if you click advanced, you can click ungroup to letters. This is how we are going to be able to manually kern this. Before we press ungroup to letters, I want you to look at the layers panel. All right, look at that layers panel right here. You see the layers panel. There's only one layer. This is about to turn each single letter into its own layer. Watch this. Boom. Look at all that. Each letter is now its own layer. That is awesome. And thank you, thank you, thank you for all the emojis. I love it. Y'all are awesome. Rocking it, rocking it. So, so good. So now they're all its own layer. How cool is that? I love that. So now what we're going to do is manually kern these. So I'm bringing the E over here. I'm bringing the R and the E over. I'm bringing the H in. Probably down a little. That looks good. And then maybe the T. So here's the thing. When you're kerning, this is all about strokes. So you want to pretend, this is actually kind of funny. You want to pretend that you are writing this. So this is a great example. So if you were to write the T, that would be like its own stroke. So you would probably go down and do the T, and then you would cross it the top, okay? That is how you would do it if you were writing. You want, when you're kerning letters, this is something I don't talk about a lot. When you're kerning letters, you want it to mimic if you were actually drawing. So then you would dive into the H, you would go through the E, the R, and the E. Notice that they're all kind of lining up together where the H meets the E, and the E meets the R, and the R meets the E. That's intentional. That's how you want your kerning to look, okay? That's how you want your kerning to look. The T looks like a J. Sometimes it does. Yeah, I definitely can see that. DB says, Tanner, where were you in 2008 when I got my first Cricut? Your tools could have taken a lot of the stress off, but I wouldn't change a thing. I challenge myself. First of all, I love that. I, in 2008, did not have a Cricut yet, but I got one shortly after in 2010. So all of the things I've personally learned, I've personally experienced, have led me to where I'm at today, that get to walk with you and teach you your Cricut in 2021 or 2022, whatever year we're in. So that's awesome. You all are fantastic. Courtney just discovered the channel a few days ago, planning to start my Cricut journey, and your site and channel have been so insightful. Thank you, Courtney. Welcome to the channel. Welcome. We can't wait for you to get a Cricut. We can't wait for you to get your membership. So it's awesome. Lovebug Craft says, it's basically smashing the letters together. Yes, in a very intentional way to look like it's handwritten, all right? So I say all that to say, the T is actually able to stand alone and it doesn't have to touch. I just personally like it to be kind of close together, okay? So this is how I prefer mine. Some people, you'll see it further away. I like to see mine pretty close together, okay? So then the rest after that are together. So now that they're overlapping, you want to be able to cut it just like you see it here, right? So if I was to press make it right now, look what happens. This does not look like what we just designed. You're like, Tanner, I just spent 10 minutes kerning this. I was smashing my letters together. What's happening, right? Is that what you're thinking? Trust me, I've been there. I know. There's one step that you have to know when you're manually kerning letters what to do. Let me share with you what it is. So let's go back. Let's press cancel. Boom. We want to do one final step. We're bringing it all together, okay? Select all your letters. Notice I held down on my mouse. I drug it over, and I'm hovering over. And then when I release my mouse, what I'm going to do, 3, 2, 1, release. It's now selected all the layers. If you look to the layers panel with me, they're all selected, they're all grayed out. We have one step left to do. We're going to click weld. Now I have a whole training going over group, attach, and weld. So definitely do that. Oh, someone says now you group them together. Oh, I want you to go watch my group, attach, and weld training. It's so good. I'm going to humor you for a second. Let's click group real quick, okay? Let's press make it now. Look at this. I grouped it together and it doesn't change anything on the mat. I grouped it together just like Lovebug says. Look at that. I grouped it. You're like, Tanner, I grouped it together. No, my friend, you need to get the membership. You need to dive into the training to go over all this. It's so good. So we got to click cancel. Select it all once again. We're now going to weld it, okay? Click weld. Boom. Oh my goodness. Now we get to dive into a few things. You can see it's welded, but you're like, Tanner, why is this? I lost my E. Now y'all, oh, Lovebug says, never mind, I meant weld. You're awesome. You're awesome. So I get to go over this too, because that was a question. I literally wrote it down filling in letters after kerning. The letters filled in. What did we do wrong? Okay, so we're gonna go back. We're gonna click undo. I've welded my letters, but what did I do wrong? We actually didn't do anything wrong. It's kind of like a glitch. So we're gonna click ungroup, and now we're gonna select the ERE, and I'm just gonna make it overlap just a little bit less. So this is one of those that you play around with, and then you can select all the layers again and press weld. Boom, we're still getting it. Now there's a few hacks. So sometimes moving it works. We can click undo. Sometimes, this is very interesting. I'm gonna move my head. I'm going to zoom out. I'm actually gonna make this really large. I've been able to get it to work when I just make it big. So we can try that. Boom. Did you see that? I made it super big. I made it roughly 37 by 17 inches, and then boom, it worked fine. So that's my favorite way to fix it. Sometimes it's moving the letters, but a lot of times it's taking the full word, sizing it real big, and then welding it together. Guys, look at us. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I love that. So we just went through a real life experience where we actually had to fill in and fix that. So we've now welded. We've now went through what happens when it fills in my letters, which is super frustrating. And now we can be able to size it right back down. And look, if I press make it, boom, it's all there and welded together. Let me zoom in. Because I had a friend saying, Tanner, why can't I just attach it? Why can't I just attach it? Y'all, if you just attach your layers together, where the H meets the E, they're going to put a cut line. So I could actually go through and peel up the E and the H. They're not together. Here, the H and the E are together. They're one unit. It's incredible. And you have to weld those. So if your layers do not touch, you can attach. But anytime your layers are touching and they're to become one, they must be welded. Okay, my friends? I love that. Love it, love it. Love it. So, so good. Y'all are rocking it. I love it. Oh my goodness. That's incredible. And guys, that's it. I have one other piece of advice for you. I wanted to run through like two other things just real quick so that you guys can feel really equipped. So actually, I'm going to still use this font. We'll just do hello again and then scale it up. Lauren, let me know if there's any questions I've missed. I've tried to do my best to go over everything. So see, we're lining it up. We use letter space just like we taught earlier. And then here's the deal. Here's the deal. I have one last thing to share with you. Well, two. I love to talk about offset. So say you want to turn this into a sticker, a layer, you can click offset and you can make it as thick as you want. You can weld it, you can curve the edges, and boom. So now I have like a little offset feature. I love that. I love using offset. So then you have a really cool sticker. A lot of teachers use offsets and things like that. So that's available to you. And then we also have another feature that talks to you guys about being able to curve your text, which I've already touched on it, but I thought since we are featuring fonts today that I would be able to really dive into that. So I love using Barefoot Joanna. If you are a brand new member, please go download Barefoot Joanna. This is my favorite font. So I'm going to just type out hello there. I'm using the same phrasing over and over today. We'll scale it up. And then what I love just to share with you is you can do curve and you can just curve it. So I taught on this in some of the other trainings, and we go more in depth with this in the membership. So just go over there, get plugged in, y'all. You're going to love the membership, but I just thought I had to touch on this because I don't want you to forget it. And of course, you can go upwards too. So whichever way you need, this is awesome. I just can't teach. I can't teach fonts without touching on offset and curve. So that's awesome. I want to open it up for live Q&A. I do have to jump off soon. I have a live training that I need to go be trained on. So that's awesome. So while you all have a moment, throw up your questions. I do want to recap. If you're looking to join the membership, here is where you need to go. I'm going to drop that link right here with you. Drop the link. You can go grab it, register today. You're good instant access, guys. It's less than, it's a little more than 40 something cents a day. It's incredible. I'll actually do the breakdown for you today. So today you're getting $20 off, which is awesome. And for being a member for a whole year, it's going to be 47 cents a day. That's an incredible savings. I cannot wait to see you join the membership. It's going to be awesome. So go over there, get plugged in today. Here's where you're going to join. When you say yes to membership, you're getting access to our thousands of cut files, our monthly new release cut files. We add over 100 to the site a month. We have hundreds of fonts, over 700. You get monthly fonts. You get our member-only Facebook group, which I love. You're getting member-only project tutorials, advanced projects, which are awesome, totally ad-free. Our printable resource library, which I kind of hinted around to today, our commercial use license, our 30 days to master your Cricut challenge, our frame building masterclass, and 20 plus additional courses. It's incredible, okay? All of our cut files and fonts at Makers Can Learn, you can make money off of. So you're not having, when you're a year member, you get that commercial license. So click join now today, use the coupon code MAKE, MAKE at checkout to save $20 today. So that's incredible. I love it. Let's open this up to live Q&A real quick. We have our friend Amanda. How do you find out what font you used on a previous file? So Amanda, as long as you haven't welded it together, it's going to show you that font name over on the layers panel. I love that. Diane says, I was typing one line at a time, then realized I could break each line up using advanced. I love that. Christian says, love the sublimation course. Just finished. I have my gloves, butcher's paper, tabletop oven. Do I hold out for the wide format sawgrass or buy an Epson and convert it? Ooh, I really love my Epsons. I know they're not traditionally made for sublimation. I love it personally. I would love if Sawgrass got me a wide format too. So it's hard to say. I'm sure both, either one would be great. Oh, yay. I love it. Good evening from Germany. I'm completely new to Cricut. So thankful for your videos. Y'all, if you love what we do here for free, imagine what it would look like working directly with us. Please join the membership if you haven't already. We would love to welcome you there. Y'all, apparently I had an issue with the R. I was so focused on training, I didn't even realize it. Saw multiple comments. Y'all are awesome. So thank you to everyone here today. I love getting on here and getting this training. It's such a great refresher. It's so great to be here. It's so great to hang out with you all. And it is going to be so much fun. My questions aim more that photos, like can I use cancer awareness ribbons or would I be copywriting? So I don't believe there's any necessarily ribbons that are copywritten. I would have to look into that a little bit further. There are things like you can't use the word Super Bowl. So there are crazier things in the world that have happened. So you never know. Donna says, I'm looking at sublimation printers. Which do you recommend? Oh, join our sublimation course. It's linked in the description. It's actually on sale too. I teach you about the different printers and I help you make that educated decision. I've used them all. But I love the Epson, so that is awesome. Slice, since this is print font, not cursive, will it print in a curve altogether? Tammy, it will print, if you welded it, it'll print just like you designed it. When doing pictures, do I weld them in print and cut? So Yolanda, when doing pictures, you don't have to weld a picture together. So that's awesome. So yay, I love it. How do you find out what words you can use and can't use? I honestly do individual research for each words or phrases and things like that. I have another program called Design Make Sell that teaches more about building a business, resources to do and things like that. So, Lauren dropped you the sublimation link, y'all. So good. Love that. So yay. Yay. Oh, love it. We'll definitely rewatch so I can see what I missed. Thank you, Tanner. As always, have a blessed day to everyone. Guys, thank you, thank you, thank you. Suggestions on a heat press. Guys, StarCraft just came out with a new heat press. I think it's a swing curved arm. I need to get it. I hope they have more than some of the other ones that they've had. They always sell out. So I love that. 143 vinyl, definitely upgrade. If you're upgrading, get a StarCraft. Like, they have such great quality machines. We have a link to 143 vinyl that sells, I believe, all their products. So that's awesome. So yay, those are affiliate links down below, as always too. So thank you. All right, y'all, I've got to get off here and hop over to another call where I'm being trained. So it's funny, I'm doing the training, now I gotta get trained. So anyway, thank you. I hope you all have an amazing Wednesday. We'll see you back here at the Makers Can Learn channel real soon. Until then, get plugged into the membership. I have a little video coming out for all of the goodness that we have over at the membership. So thank you. Yolanda, please do flatten if you manipulated the file in any way. So mostly when you upload a photo, you would already have it save as a print and cut. So anyway, if you need anything, reach out to customer care. We are there for you, and we'll see you back here at the Makers Can Learn YouTube channel real soon. Bye, my friends. Bye, guys.